I'm back again, another Diamond Legacy moment with Brandon Maye. Thank you guys for sharing my videos. This morning I want to go on a whole nother path, a whole nother level, a whole different direction, because I've been reflecting, I've been thinking, I've been doing my research, I've been talking to people, and most of all, I've just been interacting with people to really see, man, it's really some people out here that's really hurting. You really hurting. You want to throw in the towel. You want to give up on life. That person been portraying you. The years and years of setbacks, and you thought your company was going to hit those numbers, and you thought you were going to make those sales, and you really just want to give up. You're a single parent. You're watching this video, and he won't help you out with the kids. You want to give up. You want to throw in the towel. People have been saying you're fat, you ugly, and you can't do this, and your self-esteem is low, and you want to commit suicide. You've been getting bullied at school. You've been wanting to just say, I forget it. I'm telling you right now, it's time to let go. It's time to let go. Enough is enough. It's time to let go. It's time to let go that pain. It's time to let go that resentment. It's time to let go that hurt. It's time to let go. Enough is enough. It's time for you to leave it in the past. You've been keeping that on you too long. You've been holding on it too long. You've been wondering what's been weighing you down. You've been wondering that bad relationship, that toxic person, that person, that's the one that's been weighing you down. That's the one that's been holding you down. It's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let the thoughts go of the past. It's time for you to leave the past in the past. You cannot get to where you're trying to go driving and looking in the rearview mirror. It's time for you to let go, because you are special. You are an amazing human being. You 1 out of 400 million sperm counts. Come on now. You was created in the likeness of Christ. It's time for you to let go of that. It's been holding you back. You've been compromising your peace way too long. You've been compromising your happiness way too long. You've been compromising your joy way too long. You've been compromising your finances way too long. It's time for you to let go of it. That's the decision I had to make. See, in 2013, I had just came off a successful college career, and I wanted to play in the NFL, and I told my mom I was going to play in the NFL, and the people at Clemson was cheering my name, the amazing fans at Clemson, because they're amazing. They was cheering my name for so many years.
He's been a very active defender in the middle for the Tigers.
Talking to him this week, this is one of those games, he's an emotional player. Being from Mobile, Alabama, playing against the Crimson Tide, they didn't recruit him. Big chip on his shoulder coming into this football game to take on Alabama.
So many people telling me what I'm about to do, and I'm about to go to the NFL, and all of a sudden life threw me a punch, bam. All of a sudden I get to Mississippi State, we get into the first practice, I win the position, then I loses the position. Now I'm a co-starter, and everything that I have done to this point, I felt worthless. I got to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I walked into that facility, guys. I want you to understand, I walked into that facility and I was thinking about it. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm about to get ready to change my mom's life. I'm about to get ready to change my family life. I'm about to get ready to change my community life. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. And I walked in and I got that physical, and they touched my leg, and they said, what is this knot on your leg? And I tried to flex it. I tried to, man, I'm here now. You give me some cleats, it's time to get to the field. I tried to flex away from it. And they told me to stand up on one leg. They said, why do you keep rocking? Why do you keep shaking? And I knew coming down there that I had been in pain. I knew that coming down there that something wasn't right in my Achilles. And I had to find out in that physical that I had to have Achilles reconstructive surgery. I had my dream right there. I taste my dream. I smelt my dream. I walked through my dream. I smelled the scent in this facility. And I had it right there. I made it to the NFL. I got the opportunity of a lifetime. I wasn't drafted, but I made it to the NFL. I could have left my junior year and got drafted, but I stayed because I wanted no regrets. I can get a master's degree. And all of a sudden, bam, it was snatched away from me. I know it's somebody right now, you're watching this video, you had a dream. You told your mom something. You told your parents something. You may even told your wife something. You may even told your husband something. You may told your boss something. You may say you was gonna hit these numbers this year in sales. You may have said what you was gonna try to do for us, like fitness-wise. And you really just want to give up. You tired, you hurt. I'm not minimizing. I know it's hurt. Trust me, I know what it feel like to be hurt. I know what it feel like to feel betrayed. I know what it feel like to have people turn their back on. I know what it feel like for that relationship to go sour. Nobody don't tell you nothing. All of a sudden that person walk out of your life. I know what it feel like. I know the feeling. I'm not minimizing, but I'm telling you, it's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to walk into your peace. It's time for you to walk into your abundance. It's time for you to go to the next level. You've been hurting too long. You had too many lonely nights. It's time for you to cry that last tear. Go ahead and let it float down your face. Go ahead and let it float down your face. It's time for you to let it go. I understand, I feel you. But taking your own life is not gonna do nothing, because on the other side of that pain, on the other side of that struggle, on the other side of that feeling that you're feeling right now, on the other side of that is that promise. It's the promised land. I need you to understand that. And I know this by experience. I wanted to take my own life. I wanted to commit suicide. But on the other side, what I discovered is on the other side, if I keep fighting, I didn't like to write papers in class, and your boy is an author. Because for all those days, I began to write. And for 4 weeks, I wrote 250-page masterpiece, and your boy, author. But if I would have given up, I couldn't write that book. If you give up, you can't become that singer. If you give up, you cannot become that entertainer. If you give up, you would not become that actor. If you throw in the towel, you would not get that scholarship. If you give up, you would not make it to the NFL. Coaches, if you give up right here in high school, if you give up right now coaching at middle school, you would not make it to the NFL level. I don't care who you are if you're watching this video. If you give up right now in this moment, you would not make it to the next level. I was watching a video the other day, and I got to end on this. And I was watching a video the other day, and I saw this ship. They had a piece of a ship, old ship, and it was at the bottom of the ocean, and I saw something. It was dark down there. They had to go down there with cameras, and it was so much debris around this ship. It was so much plaque around this ship, and as they began to pull this ship up to the top, the plaque began to fall off it. The debris began to fall off of it. It began to get closer and closer to the surface, and all of a sudden, the closer it got to the surface, and bam, all of a sudden it was pulled out the water. That ship was pulled out the water, and I saw something that was strange. When I saw it when it was under the water, it had debris on it. It looked dark. It looked like it was just a lonely ship at the bottom. But then when it pulled up to the top, when it got up to the top of it, it looked like it was at that shiny state again. It looked like it was at that crispy look again that it once was before it even sunk to the bottom of that ocean. So I'm telling you guys, I need you to understand this. I hope you got it. When you on the bottom of the ocean, when you down there at the bottom, when you down there where it's lonely at, you don't have an opportunity to shine. But when you come to the top, when you let go of that toxic relationship, and that's what your life is. I envision your life as you pull yourself up to the top of the surface, all the toxin will begin to fall off you. All the debris will begin to fall off you, and you will return to that shiny look. You will return to that diamond look. You're not a cubic zirconia, you're a diamond. So stop acting like it. Stop being like it. Let go of the past. Let go of the hurt. Let go of the resentment. Let go of everything that you've been going through in your life. Let it go. You have come too far with it. You have bared it too long. You have compromised your peace too long. It's time for you to let it go so you can walk in abundance, so you can get into your harvest season. You have sowed so many seeds. You have sowed so many seeds. It's time for you to reap the harvest. Don't give up. Don't give up. You got something special about you. You got something special within you. It's greatness within you. It's greatness inside of you. And it's time for you to release. It's time for you to stop compromising the greatness that God has placed inside of you. So make sure today you make a decision. Go to that mirror, cry your last tear, whatever you got to say, whatever you got to do. I need you to say that this is the last day. This is the last moment that I compromise my peace, that I compromise my happiness, that I compromise my joy. After today, I will walk in abundance. I will walk in that promised land. I will fight. I will claw. I will pull myself out of this strain. I will pull myself out of this hole because I have greatness in me, and I'm far greater than what I'm going through. I'm far greater than this bad relationship. I'm far greater than that bad business deal. I'm far greater than not hitting the numbers in the gym that I want to hit. I'm far greater than what any coach ever said about me, and I promise you, you have an opportunity to do what I did, and your boy became an author. Your boy became an author, the same guy that wanted to commit suicide, the same guy that wanted to take his life. He became an author. So don't stop now. You got greatness in you. Don't let the moment slip. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. May God bless.